In the latest episode of Love and USA Beyond the Villa, Liv and Kayla are arguing again. And even though they made up by the end of this episode, I do feel like there is this frenemy vibe going on between them. And they're both harboring stuff against each other. And, Kayla said that the friendship hasn't been the same as it was before, and it's definitely giving that. In this episode, basically, there was they were having the conversation about Nicole, right? And everybody was kind of just like, there's a time and place to say something, and her basically throwing Kendall under the bus, it was the wrong time, right? Because in the grand scheme of things, it didn't matter if he lied about when the video of him bending over, spreading his arse cheeks got filmed, right? It was leaked, and he filmed it before he even met Nicole. So this whole situation of her trying to make him out to be some like liar, even if she felt that, she didn't need to do it in the reunion, and it kind of felt like she was trying to save her own ass. So yeah, everybody's discussing it, and Kayla's basically like, yeah, time and place and stuff. Like Aaron, the motherfucker. Aaron is there at this dinner, and obviously at the reunion, that's when he decided to be fully transparent about what he did with Daniela at Casa Amor, and basically blindsided Kayla at the reunion. Personally, I think it was petty to bring it up. I don't think she needed to do that. And Liv basically took this opportunity to be like, well, that's kind of rich coming from you. You did that to me. When basically she outed Liv for lying about the whole camera situation in front of everybody and in front of the cameras, when they had already seemingly resolved the situation. And then Kayla is basically like, what the fuck? Like, why would you say that to me? Why are you bringing this up? I thought we were over that situation. And she's just basically like, it's not a big deal, but I just think it's a bit hypocritical that you're calling Aaron out about time and place when you literally did the same thing to me. And then now they're arguing, and she's basically saying, well, you blindsided me with this whole meeting with Janae and Liv when we made up. Like, you didn't tell me the cameras were going to be there, so that's basically the same thing. And they're basically going back and forth about it. And Kayla's basically like, you know what, my grandma just died. I'm not trying to guilt trip you, but like, let's leave this. Like, I don't have time for arguments at the moment. Like, don't come to me with this. Don't try and come for me after my grandma just died. And Liv basically says that, I feel like you're using that as an excuse. And Kayla was just like, fuck you, bitch, you evil fucking bitch. And although I think Kayla was definitely using it as an excuse, and I think Kayla, she's somebody that's constantly victimizes herself, I do think there was a time and place, especially if this is your friend. There's a time and place. Like, her grandma just died. She's grieving. And Liv is just basically like, whether her grandma died or not, like, there's never going to be a right time with Kayla because she's always the victim. And she's not going to sit her and let her be a hypocrite. And everybody at the table is just basically saying, like, Liv, read the room, time and place. And also on top of this, it's Cordell's birthday, and they're beefing. And it just seems like they're both not backing down that night. Now, later on in the episode, they do make up, and Liv's basically like, you know what, time and place. I shouldn't have said that. I feel like I was just hurt about the situation, but it was never my intention to make you upset. Like, we had a really close relationship with your grandma, and I'm really sorry for your loss. Yada, yada, yada. I think Kayla's basically like, she accepts the apology. She doesn't want to argue, but she's just looking at Liv sideways even more. And she's just kind of like, defending Aaron over me. Like, even if you felt a type of way, you could have pulled me to the side and been like, you know what, like, I just kind of feel a bit triggered because I feel like you kind of did the same thing to me. She could have done that privately. And even though I think Kayla is a hypocrite and her calling out Aaron was petty and unnecessary at the dinner table, I don't think Liv coming for her publicly was necessary. And also considering her grandma died, I don't think that was necessary either. And like I said, it's giving frenemy vibes. It seems like they both kind of have this sort of animosity between each other, animosity for each other. And yeah, I don't think they're really friends. I think it's now a frenemy situation. They were both on the show, they were friends, they're not friends anymore, but they kind of have to be in each other's space because they're reality TV stars from the same show. So I think I think Liv was wrong in this situation. I can understand her feeling a type of way and wanting to call her out, but like the people said, time and place, and this wasn't the place. And yeah, if that's your best friend, pull her, talk to her in private. She wanted to embarrass her because she wanted to embarrass her like she felt she was embarrassed by Kaylor. It's given very much tit for tat, and yeah, it's a very weird friendship dynamic. But I've got to hear from you guys what you think of Liv and Olivia's friendship.